In this case, Lizars, obviously not a very community-spirited person, drained the sump of their car motor on a public reserve. Dirty motor oil flowed across the road and down the gutter. Yuck. He was charged with littering in a public place under the Litter Act 1964. Under that act, litter was defined to mean bottles, tins, cartons, packages, paper, glass, food or other refuse or rubbish. The magistrate at first instance found that sump oil was not litter. The magistrate's reasoning was that the general words refuse or rubbish needed to be read Ejusdem Generis with the words before. So the refuse or rubbish had to be of the same general category as bottles, tins, cartons, packages, paper, glass or food. The magistrate said the oil was just too different. On appeal, the Crown argued that the Ejusdem Generis rule did not apply because the words bottles, tins, cartons, packages, paper, glass and food were too dissimilar to create a category within which oil might fit. The Crown argued that refuse or rubbish should be given their normal meaning with consideration to the purpose of the legislation. Chief Justice Winicky agreed. He said, "It is well established that if particular words which precede general words do not constitute a genus, there is no room for the application of the Ejusdem Generis principle. In my opinion, the particular words preceding the general in the definition of litter contained in Section 2 of the Act do not define any such single relevant genus. As the particular words do not, in my view, show any other single relevant genus, but on the contrary, tend to gather colour from the general words which follow them, I am of the opinion that the Ejusdem Generis principle is inapplicable." He then went on to consider the mischief which the legislation addressed, saying, "The mischief the legislation is intended to prevent is the creation of untidiness in any public place as defined, and I can see no justification for frustrating such legislative intent by placing upon the general words contained in the definition of litter any interpretation short of that required by their ordinary grammatical meaning." He therefore overturned the magistrate's ruling and convicted Lizars of littering. From this case we learn that the Ejusdem Generis rule only has applicability if a clear genus can be identified from the specific words in the section.